So we're under postponement at the moment, and I'm just feeding through a new main halyard to replace the one I broke yesterday. I didn't break, but the cover stripped off it. And I managed to get my hands on the association's prototype Square Top main, which should be a big improvement. And yeah, I don't know how this breeze is going to go because big northerly at the top of the bay, and we've got a very light southerly here, and it's about 33 degrees. So yeah, who knows what's going to happen today, but yeah, I'll try and power this rig up a bit, and then yeah, get this new main up and see how it looks. On the way out to the start, see jet ski chaos around here. I've just set out the first one to get this new main dialed in, and wait for Beck and the baby to arrive and get them settled. And this breeze wasn't my breeze anyway, so I didn't miss much. I've turned 3 more turns on the lowers just to try and get some more grunt. So I quickly thought I'd do a little diagram to explain what I did with the rig here, because it really did make such a difference. So it turned out that the trick with sort of understanding the mast bend on the Musto Skiff is to run the kite halyard down the front of the mast, obviously with the mast up, as you can see with the blue line there. And then that gives you an idea of yeah, how much pre-bend you've got in the rig. And then from there, you kind of adjust it and yeah, get an idea of what's going on. So what I actually did, and the other guys kind of helped me with, is pull the lowers on so that when the main is down, you end up with kind of an inverted bottom section of the mast, so it's actually bent like backwards. And then when the sail goes up and the vang comes on, yeah, the load of the vang's obviously pushing forward. That sort of straightens out the bottom section, and you end up with a lot more depth in the bottom part of the sail, as you can see by my very poor drawing there of sort of improvising a batten. And yeah, that basically just pushes a lot of material sort of back into the sail, kind of like letting the outhaul off, but at the front. And yeah, that made an enormous difference. Like the way the boat felt was just totally different. I think this sail's cut a bit better too, a lot more powerful down low. Just need some breeze now to get out to the start. Just waves. Powering along. Just gonna jibe because I don't want to be that guy that goes through the B14s while they're racing. So still cruising out at the start, enough breeze to be on the wire. The big difference I'm noticing is the helm is so much easier, like 2 fingers. Before I used to have to be like cranking it back up the windward because it would just try and bear away the whole time. I have got a little bit more sheet on today, but you can see that leash, that's with like hardly no vang on. See, it's just standing up, really balances the boat out nicely. This makes it a lot easier. Grunt. Yeah, just did my first upwind run on the Square Top sail, and yeah, it definitely feels gruntier, and it's just easier to hold a groove. Like it's just, there's hardly any wind, but I was almost out on the wire. Then yesterday it was blowing 20 knots and I couldn't really get out properly, so really liking it. And then I just did a tack then, like a low speed tack, and it went straight through. It doesn't have that tendency to kind of get stuck like the old one did with all that leech tension on the roach of the pinhead. So yeah, really liking it. It's definitely probably a bit deeper through the foot. Like, look at that. There's not a lot of outhaul left to go out there, but it yeah, it looks quite deep through here, which I like. And obviously I've cranked on those lows to try and power up the bottom as much as I can. But yeah, it really felt good to sail. Like, it was just holding a groove. So let's see how it goes in the race. Obviously, thanks for watching. I know this series hasn't been probably as unique as my other work. For starters, I haven't been driving past the Macca's on the way to sailing. I could have done a review of the salad rolls at the canteen at the yacht club. They are really good. The ham and salad's got pesto in it. It's like mind-blowing. And then the chicken's like fried chicken. It's been great at this regatta to see all these random people that I don't know like come up to me and talk about the channel. The other day I was talking to one of the Musto guys about it, and then some B14 guy popped up like 3 boats away, and he's like, oh, watch those too. And yeah, like, I see these numbers on the screen, like 230 subscribers or whatever, and you don't really think what that means until you actually go back down to the club and see people again. It's pretty easy when you're just sailing by yourself on a lake to not grasp sort of what you're doing, but yeah, it means the world to me to see real people enjoying the content and sort of recognizing what I'm trying to do in creating relatable performance sailing stuff on a budget. And also the Australian Musto Skiff Association. They've been so friendly and helped me out so much with this boat. I highly recommend this class for anyone looking for something like this. So yeah, let's turn the camera off, save some battery, and yeah, we'll be getting into a race soon by the looks of it. Okay, coming into that's our 5 minutes now, so 4 minutes 40 to go. World champion above me and below me. So unfortunately in that tack, as you can see, the sort of little bolt on my camera that connects it to the bracket on my helmet got stuck in the trapeze adjuster, and that seemed to have loosened it off or pulled it out of the thread or something. So then as I was going up this beat, the camera fell off my head. But luckily this was the only time I've ever actually taped it on, because I was trying to sort of stop it getting caught on things. So then it sort of swung down in front of my head, and I was able to rip it out of the tape and stuff it into my life jacket, which meant I missed the rest of the race on the camera. But I ended up having some issues with the forestay, where there's this bit of like wire that you'll have seen in episode 1 that the boat breaker attaches to when you're rigging. Tape that I had around that sort of came off a little bit, and then the kite kept getting stuck on it. And I wound up 10th in this race. Obviously I had a bit more pace off the start, which was good, so stepped in the right direction. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the content. Leave a comment, I love reading them. The next video is going to be the final one in the Musto Skiff series for now, and it's definitely the best one. So please subscribe so you don't miss out, and I'll see you next time.